4:30. Yay. Hello. So today you get me au natural. No makeup. Uh, I'm so I'm pleased. I moved myself up into a new workout program. And hi, Doris. So I moved myself up into a new workout program. It totally is kicking my ass. I don't even think I can even watch all the way through it, let alone get all the way through it. But isn't that the point, is to keep trying. So I was super happy I got through like the first chunk. I was like, "Woo, I did it!" So there is a massive thunderstorm going on outside my window, and if you can see, it is like so dark out there, and my street is flooded. Um, today you have me all natural. So tonight I have another live stream for wearing my Mary Kay hat. And on Monday nights, we go live to teach consultants and Mary Kay customers how to take care of their skin, how to do makeup and all of that. And so tonight we're doing skincare stuff. So no makeup. So, but you know what? Not bad for 50. So, all right. So, I don't know about you guys, but, and I don't know about where you are, but I'm loving the rain because it's so cleansing and healing and grounding, because it's sort of here it's pouring. I mean, we get these rain that just comes out in big heavy raindrops and just and it's so cleansing. If it wasn't for the lightning, now Central Florida where I live is literally the lightning capital of the world, and so it's not safe to be out there because we'll get thousands of lightning strikes in a single storm. So if only there was a way to like harness that for energy. I'm sure that somebody's working on it, but it's amazing to listen to. It's very therapeutic, and when you can stop and allow yourself to kind of tap into that energy. So last week on Friday afternoon I had an MRI. I'm still having some problems with my knee, and I had an MRI, and we'll see what the results of that are. But laying in that machine for 30 minutes while this magnet pummeled me with energy. I mean, I could literally feel it, and not just the vibration of the machine, but I could literally feel the energy just going through me and feeling this bubbling. And I didn't like it. And it left me feeling very drained and depleted. But for this energy, it's electric. It's very different energy. It's very electric. And to sit out on the back patio and to listen and to be kind of safely embroiled in that energy, it can be very clearing and cleansing to let all of that sort of like fry everything out of you that doesn't belong there. So again, in a safe way. But it's so important to allow ourselves that cleansing, that washing clean, that pouring rain or salt water can provide. I'm so incredibly lucky and grateful that the swimming pool in our home is salt based. So it's cleansing every time I get in there. It's like, and I literally will go in there and just float. I will just float. I'm a bit claustrophobic, so I don't really like those whole float things where you go in the sensory deprivation tank. That would freak me out. But I love floating in my pool, whether it's just in the water or I have a raft that is kind of above, below. It's not the most buoyant thing in the world, but I like it because it's sort of in the middle, and doesn't keep you up out of the water. And just to be able to float and to allow yourself to just breathe and to just be and to connect with something that's natural, whether it's the ground, whether it's the trees, whether it's water, salt water, even in the swimming pool that's lightly salted compared to the ocean, but giving yourself that opportunity to be connected to what is natural. So conveniently, she says, on a day where she is au natural. So let's review which of our a bazillion planets are still in retrograde, right? So we still have Pluto in retrograde, and we know Pluto can cause a whole bunch of stuff, especially with relationships. Saturn is going to be in Pluto. So both of these are going to come out of retrograde kind of at the same time. So Saturn's going to come out of retrograde at the end of next the end of September. So we've got a long way. Pluto is going to come out at the beginning of October. So we've got a long way to go with these, but Pluto and Saturn are going to return to go direct around the same time within that same week. And Jupiter is going to be in there until the first half of September. And then Neptune is going to go all the way to Thanksgiving. So the planets that we have in retrograde right now are going to stay in retrograde for a long time. Okay. And so we talk a lot about retrograde. We talk about embracing the retrograde because so often people are like retrograde, and especially Mercury. I get it, really. But in this 2020 year where we've had so many planets in retrograde at the same time and for long times, we do ourselves the service. We've talked so often about how everything that's happening right now in the 2020 year has just it's like society is being given an enema. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be crass, but it really is that we are being called on to just purge all the bullshit. And the retrogrades are all about that. Retrograde is all about encouraging you to embrace and to see what's really going on, to see what you're not willing to see, to shift what you're not willing to shift, and to really dive in there. And we get into retrograde and we're like, right? And so this retrograde, all kind of stuff starts to go wrong so that you can start to really address. And so the smart play on retrograde, any retrograde, is bring it on, show me. What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to bring me? What are you trying to shift me? Where are you trying to direct me? Let me see so that I can make decisions and I can follow where the universe is trying to lead us. I want to tell you, because the universe is an amazing, amazing place, but we get into retrograde and we resist. But when you've got 5 planets and 4 planets and 6 planets and 5 planets and 4 planets in retrograde, you better start paying attention because it gets to that cosmic bitch slap place really damn fast. Because this is really, the universe is saying, I have had enough of you people not listening, and all of this stuff is coming so that all these things are coming to the surface and you all are going to deal with your societal ills right now, like it or not. So what we're seeing really is the cosmic bitch slap for our society. And it's not just the United States. It's so many countries that are going through all this stuff. There's just drama in so many countries. North Korea has the virus now. Russia's out of control in a lot of different ways. There's strife in so many different countries related to the virus. We've got Poland is doing something about, violence against women, and there is something for every single country that is having some kind of forgive the expression, come to Jesus moment with what's going on in their society. And every place on the planet is being called to the carpet to deal with their stuff. Now, we may not like how it turns out. We may not like how it is in the moment. And this is the story I want to tell you. So we all know COVID is a terrifying, terrifying thing. And I can tell this story because I talked with my mom already today. It's a terrifying thing. And, I watched a woman that I know, her brother lost his battle with COVID, and I don't know all the details, but it's terrifying to watch, someone in their 50s just, and it's terrifying. And I have 2 boys. I have 2 young men that I adore. I love my sons. They're an amazing, amazing adults, and I don't know how I did that. And I give, all praise to the universe and my husband, and they are amazing adults. And they remind me every day that I have raised them to be independent free thinkers and to go and let them do that. So someone at my son's place of work tested positive. And they, got everybody and said, okay, everybody needs to get tested. And the company was so gracious to pay for it. And they sent everybody immediately for rapid tests. And so we, sat on pins and needles yesterday while he went to go get tested. And he is negative. So, God blessings and gratitude to the universe. He is negative. And we really didn't expect anything less than that because I think a lot of this, my husband is a pranic energy healer. He's been working with COVID patients since minute 1 back in March. And there's definitely an energetic component to this. And we know this, that when we hold negative energy and strife and conflict in our body and we don't deal with our stuff, back to the conversation about retrograde, and we don't deal with our stuff, we create illness in the body. right? We know this. And so if we're grounded and we're living our lives true to ourselves authentically, and we're dealing with our stuff, and we're mentally healthy, and we're living our lives in an honest way. It's amazing and interesting how many people that are being are working their way through my husband's healing group with COVID that have stuff in their energy where they're being unethical in their life practices, or they're being duplicitous, or they're being covert with different things in their life path, that they are not living their life authentically or in truth and in light. And that is really an interesting correlation between those people and the severity of their disease. And the people who are living their lives well and in authenticity, and living their lives with light and with honesty and truth and integrity, seem to be healing faster. And I'm not trying to make any kind of pronunciation about morality or anything. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just interesting. And so it really didn't have a lot of concern, even though, like, my mama, my human mama heart was going, please keep my cub safe. My soul brain was going, relax, it's okay, that he's okay. My older son is an indigo, which means he has zero tolerance for bullshit. He is a truth teller, and so that kind of energy around him is going to keep him protected and safe. Also gets him into trouble with his mouth, and he gets a bit of that from his mother. But we had been praying and manifesting and trying to create, energy manifestation for him to have more opportunity at this job. So it's a new job. He hasn't been there very long. He just graduated college in the beginning of May, got hired. He's really enjoying the job, which is a blessing. How many people I talk to on a daily basis that hate what they do. So such a blessing that he loves his job. And he's learning different things, but he wasn't being trained on other things. He was having frustration. He wasn't being trained on things. And so someone at his job tested positive, and a whole bunch of people now can't come back because they also tested positive, or they're now afraid to come back, which I totally get. And the company, I really applaud how the company is handling this. It says so much about what's going on. The company said, don't worry if you don't want to come back. We totally understand. We'll be here. We get it. Whereas my younger son's company that he works for, he called his boss and said, hey, my brother has to get tested because someone at his work tested positive. So I'm not coming into work until I know what's going on with him. And his boss said, oh, well, don't come in till next week then. Not in a nice supportive way, in kind of a jerky asshole kind of way. So was very exciting to see how my older son, has stepped up and stepped in, and he's really taking responsibility and being such a team player. And his company that he works for, they said, hey, look, we're down short staffed for so many people. We're going to have to train all the people who can work and who are wanting to work. Well, you guys are going to get trained on all this stuff really quickly, and you guys are going to be right out in the field doing all the stuff. So everything he wanted to happen is happening, because somebody else had tested, positive, and it opened up this door of an opportunity for him. Hi, Tanya. Hi. So please understand, I am not taking joy in someone else's hardship. That is not where I'm at with this. But where I want to bring this back around is manifestation and harvest. Okay, and we've talked about this before. If you've followed me, we talk about this before. When you have a farmer, okay, if we're a farmer and we're going to plant wheat, right here. It's going to be a nice even rows. We've got wheat. I expect, as the farmer, I'm going to harvest wheat right here. Okay, that is not how the universe works. Okay, you can plant wheat right there, but when you come back with the universe, you may get rutabagas over here. Okay, and it's important to understand that, because the universe is listening and the universe is creating and manifesting for us, but it is not linear, and it is not necessarily even logical. The universe does not need to be logical. It definitely does not need to be linear. That whole time, today, tomorrow, the next day, that is a human construct. Hours, minutes, that is human. That is science and fact-based in this dimension. It is not anchored in their dimension, and there is no time space continuum to the other dimensions. So when you plant, like I said, if you're planting wheat right here in nice neat rows. Please, when you're planting on earth, expect you're going to get wheat. But if you're planting with the universe and you're manifesting in the universe and you plant wheat in nice neat rows, or you plant opportunity or abundance or whatever it is, please don't be surprised when you get rutabagas over here, okay? Because the universe, that's just how the universe works. And when you know that, then all things work together for good. When you know that, you can look at the stuff that happens, the scary stuff that happens. You can look at that and be, okay, there's a blessing in this. The universe is manifesting something. I know something is going on with this. So we found about this on Friday, and my son was put out from work on Saturday. His boss said, stay out Saturday. Your test is Sunday. Just take the day off. He was supposed to be off Sunday. He ended up to go for his test and he was negative. So he went back to work to help out on Sunday. So enjoy the day off. And we, had those conversations as a family of what are we going to do if it's positive or negative or whatever. And, but we kept the faith of it, and we kept the faith with the universe, because when you know that all things work together for good, you know that the universe has your back, and even the stuff that comes up and confronts you that is scary is going to have a blessing. And if you don't believe me, you can read my blog on my website, ShariDworkin-Smith.com, and you can see all the places where the bank tried to screw me out of my home that I love. And what amazing blessings that came from it. And you can see the narcissist and the energy vampire who tried to screw me out of all kind of things, and all the blessings that came from that. All the different stories of those kind of things are there. Trust the universe. Trust the universe, because even the scary stuff is creating blessing in our lives. Trust the universe. Trust the retrogrades. Trust the things that the retrogrades are trying to show us, and trust that whatever you are planting, it will, I promise you, it will harvest to your benefit, even if you have to climb through the manure first and the fertilizer will be to your benefit. But it will not look like what you expect it to look like, and it will not show up where you expect it to look like. I promise you it will not. So again, if you're planting here, don't look for harvest here. Be open to harvest anywhere, because that's the beauty of the universe, is they are going to work it out to your highest and best good. And it's not going to look like what or when or where you thought. And that is okay. So when we ask the universe for things, we ask, all the retrogrades, we say, show me what you need me to learn. Show me what you're trying to do. Show me where you're trying to guide me for my highest good or something better that you have in mind that I may not have even thought about yet. Okay. So take all of that. I'm not sure exactly why I was supposed to tell you that this day. I know I say that every week. I don't know why I'm supposed to tell you these things, but I say before I get online, tell me what you need me to say. Tell me what my friends who are here with me need to know. Hi, Robin. Hi, my friend. Tell me what my friends need to know to feel safe and secure in their world, and to continue to open their hearts for their highest, best good, or something better, allowing the universe to create these amazing things for us, or something better. Ask for what you want. Be open for something better. Ask for what you want. Be open for something better. Because I'm telling you, for my son, when all this craziness is over, they're going to remember which of their staff showed up, worked hard without complaint, was team players, wanted to help, do what was right, do the best they could, and they were team players in the storm. And so there will always be blessings in these things. Even in the stuff, it might take a while. It might take a while. When the bank tried to steal our house, it took 3 years to work all that out and to win that fight. And I wanted to give up. We didn't. And because this is my home, and I was going to be damned if I was letting those bastards have it. So, but the blessings came through about a year later, when blessing after blessing after blessing started showing up. And when we really stopped to look at where these things were coming from, all of it was tied back to this clerical error on our house, with Bank of America trying to steal our house. So give it time, be open, be aware, and don't stick your head in the sand with 4 planets in retrograde. I know that is a lot of planets in retrograde, but you know, let's be grateful it's not 5 because it was. So we've got 4 planets in retrograde. Don't stick your head in the sand. Ask yourself, what is the universe trying to show you? Where is it trying to guide you? Where is it trying to lead you? What is going on? What do you need to learn, shift, grow, address, release? Oh, jumping cards. We've got jumping cards. What do you need to address, release, to grow, to shift for your highest and best good? Because the universe will never steer you wrong on that front. If you will ask for your highest and best good, you will never be steered wrong. Let's see what wonderful comment my friend Robin is posting. So true. Beginning training this week for your new bookkeeping client. Yes, so excited for you manifesting a new customer, a new client. That is awesome. Okay, so interesting. So Yi, the sun, this is the card in our Goddess Power Oracle deck from the amazing Colette Baron Reed. Okay. And so we're going to look in her card today. She's the card. As I was shuffling, I said we had a jumper card, and that was her card. She is the last, next to the last card in this deck. So she's number 51. There are 52 cards in this deck. So let's see. I'm not familiar with her. Let's see. When you shine your light into the world, you will attract various people and experiences that match or challenge your commitment to being empowered. I love the cards. So really, we are, all of us, because if you are here, you are committed to shining your light into the world and bringing peace and joy and bringing light to the world. So she is, right now, you are receiving information to know which choice to make, which opportunity to take, which person to trust, which goes right back into all of our planets in retrograde. It's allowing the universe to show you, to guide you. What do you need? Where do you need to go? What do you need to release? Who do you need to connect with and disconnect with? Whatever it is, all of that is about the different planets in retrograde, for sure. The Aboriginal Australian sun goddess, Yi, illuminates your path with her rays and brings clarity as she shows you what you need to know. So interesting, because the next card set, the next line says, a bright light also attracts a lot of bugs. So know that you may also attract those who see themselves smaller as a result of your empowerment. So we want to be careful of narcissists and energy vampires. And interesting, because she was the jumping card. So I did still pick the card after I shuffled to see, you know, what was the card that had original intent. And that's Ix. And we've met her before, but I don't think in this reading. So this is Ix, and her card says secrets. So I'm interested to see what she has to say because of that last line about attracting bugs and energy vampires. So this is what she says, is that there are times when you must surrender your need to know. Some things only open up when they choose to and not by demand. The mysterious and the unknowable is the domain of the Greek goddess Nyx. Nyx, not Ix, my apologies. Nyx. Doesn't that look like an A? It doesn't look like an N to me. Nyx. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that secrets will be revealed as she decides. Remain true to your intentions and keep on moving forward, remaining curious and open about what you can discover. So these two go together so beautifully. So allowing for Yi to guide you along the way, allowing her to help you tap into the wisdom of the retrogrades, and then with Nyx to know that there is going to be temptation, there's going to be things that it's okay that we don't know. And that is really the hard part. And so I come back to the planting, if you're planting wheat and you get rutabagas, because when we get rutabagas, we go, huh? And it's okay. It's okay that we don't know. It is so okay that we don't know the end of the movie. When we get into our car and we tell the GPS system where to go, we put in the address and we have complete confidence that the GPS system is going to get us where we need to go. We have complete confidence in that. We don't second guess the GPS system and say, oh my God, what if it's leading me astray? What if it hates me? What if it's, we don't do that with the GPS system, but we do that with the universe. And the universe is the most powerful computer in the world. So if we're going to trust the GPS system, who's got a better view of GPSing our life than our angels and guides and God himself, themselves? choose your word, and knowing that the universe has our back and that all things work together for good. So we can trust that we don't have to know everything. And we've talked about the analogy of the tapestry before, right? That the beautiful picture, I have no beautiful, here's a Mary Kay postcard, that the beautiful picture of the art is on the front of our beautiful Mary Kay skincare, the beautiful picture, and this is what they're seeing up there. And what we're seeing down here is all of the threads squiggling together and being just a holy mess, right? This is what we see, but they are seeing the beautiful tapestry above, and we're seeing the back of it going, what in the hell is going on? And that's okay. That is totally okay. But we trust the universe the way we trust our GPS system, because there is no better GPS system in the universe than the divine hive mind itself, which is made up of all of our souls that have come here for amazing reasons to experience all kinds of stuff that we have to allow ourselves to remember. So let's see what else is going on in the universe. If you have questions about anything I'm talking about or anything else, today is the day. Please don't hesitate to throw your questions in there. I want to encourage you to ask me stuff. I want to encourage you to join me right back here on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for our weekly meditation. I've got something special for us this week. Each week we try to do something a little bit different. So we've got meditation on Wednesday night, and Thursday night, I could not be more excited. Thursday night we have the Empathic Understanding webinar. And that is a Zoom link. It's a paid link. It's just $15 for you to participate and get the Zoom link. It will not be here. It will be on a private webinar. I am so excited about this. If you are an empath, if you are energetically overwhelmed, if you feel like everything's going on out there, just whoo, please, if you just can't be around certain people and you just get drained or exhausted or anxious and you feel like you might be an empath, this is the hour and a half for you to spend to find out whether you are, how you are, and how to handle it. Because you do not have to live your life like a hermit. You do not have to live your life just completely closed and shielded and shuttered in. When you can understand what's going on with you, and you can understand how to control energy, you can understand how to protect yourself, and you understand how it functions for you, because everyone is different, and you can understand how it works best for you, then we build tools of empowerment so that you learn, you build skills, and then you live your life free. There was a time when I was so empathic, I could not leave my house because I could hear what everyone else was saying. I could feel every ailment, every ache and pain that everyone else was having, every anxiety. It was just completely overwhelming. Even when I would load my pockets with crystals, I would still come home and just be like, I gotta lay down. Now, some of that has to do with the foods that we eat. So let's be aware of our nutrition and the quality of our food. But so much had to do with building my skills to the point where I don't have to consciously think, shields up. It's a thought, like it's instant. And I'm like, ooh, I don't like how that feels. Protect, done. Okay. You can learn how to clear a space. You can learn how to push people away from you. I sat in a class one day that was sort of open seating as people were coming in to sit down, pre-COVID, and this woman sat down next to me, and my girlfriend, and her energy was so bizarre that we both immediately looked at each other like, what's going on with her? And I said, just a second. And I pushed my energy out, and sure enough, not 30 seconds later, the woman, without a word, just got up and moved away. And I just looked at my girlfriend. I went, I got this. But you can do this too. You can do this. It's about learning. It's empowerment. It is not a gift. It's a skill. And so my whole goal is to teach you how to deal with the kind of empath you are, how to understand the kind of empath that you are, and then learn and build skills so that you can live your life on your terms and not be the victim or at the mercy of everything that's going on around you. And so if any of this sounds like you, please go check out the flyer is on the webpage. It's glued to the top. It's on my Instagram page. It's here. The webinar is Thursday, and this is going to be the precursor into our more in-depth online classes that are going to really teach you to build these skills so you can live your life free. You do not have to have being an empath be a curse or a burden. it can be a gift if you know how to use it. And that's what I'm hoping to teach you. So I hope you will choose to join me on Thursday. Very excited. And then, as if that was not enough, 2 days later, I'm going live with my very dear friend Elias Patras to talk about the ins and outs of being a psychic. And I am so excited. Anytime I get to spend time with my friend Elias, it's a joy, it's a blessing. And that's going to be on the 31st, on August 1st. And he'll be live streaming that to our Psychic Medium Squares page, which is another page that he and I help administrate for a bunch of our medium friends, psychic medium friends, to come together and share wisdom and to share blessings and to share all kinds of stuff with you. So if you haven't already followed our other Facebook page, Psychic Medium Squares, definitely give that a look and ask to join the group. We'll definitely let you right in. But we're going to be going live on the 1st with my dear friend Elias. So hello, Claudette. Welcome. So this Wednesday night, 2 days from now, we're going to be having meditation. Our weekly meditation is about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, we've got meditation. There's Robin backing me up as always. Mwah, thank you. So Wednesday night meditation, Thursday night our Empowering Empaths webinar, empathic understanding, learning what kind of an empath you are, learning how to protect yourself, how to understand what kind of an empath you are, how information comes to you, and then learning how to shift it so you are in control, so that you are the one controlling the energy. And then on the 1st, on Saturday, we've got Elias and I kicking off August with the ins and outs being a psychic. So super excited. I hope you will join us. The webinar on Thursday is pay to play. The information is on the flyer. It's just $15, and I hope you'll choose to come and join us. So more cards. Are we ready? Okay, so here we go. The ever-unfolding rose. I honestly think that this is going to come up every single week for us. I think this card is going to come up. I'm trying to figure out where I can hold it and not be like in front of my face. I think that this card is going to come up for us every single week because it is the card that reminds us that the universe is unfolding exactly the right way. And this is everything we've been talking about, right? That even the wackadoodle stuff that's going on, and there is plenty, everything is unfolding in exactly the right way. So the ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it is happening for you and not to you. Everything is happening in exactly the right way. So next card, this is awesome. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And so this goes right back to everything we were talking about, trusting the universe, trusting the retrogrades, asking what you need to shift, and saying yes. Say yes to the universe. Whatever it is, say yes to them. There's so many interesting stories about trusting the universe, and I shared the one about my son, trusting that the universe was going to lead him in the right way. Just say yes, because the universe always has your back, I promise you. Because they're the ones looking at the picture. We're not looking at the picture. They're looking at the picture. So say yes, trust the universe. And our last card is Akasha. Okay, so Akasha, we have the Akashic Records, right? So we have our beautiful Akashic Records temple and our records keepers. They are so wise and so loving. I will tell you about the first time that I met my Akashic Records keepers. There were 3 of them. There was somber, there was, more of a warrior, and then there was one with a sense of humor. The reverence there was absolutely amazing, but working in the Akashic Records and meeting these guides and knowing that their sole purpose is to help me understand my soul, my lives, my all the things that have happened to me and where I'm going. And trusting in that and knowing that we can shift our Akashic Records. I had the most amazing experience to be able to shift my Akashic Records because that's what they're there for. They're there for us to learn. And when we tap into the Akasha, which is kind of like the Library of Congress for everything of our soul, okay? So it's everything that's ever been or was or will be or has happened to us or will happen to us. It is the repository of knowledge for our soul, not just for me as a human, but as a soul. So not spirit, okay? So this part of my soul that inhabits this body, that once this body dies, that spirit is going to go to the other side. And mediums will connect with that spirit, which is an aspect of my larger soul. Okay, so I know it's a bigger, heady kind of a concept right there. But in the Akasha, this is the library of knowledge of our soul. Okay, so it has everything of all of our lives, of all the things we've inhabited, all of our soul family, all the people that we incarnate with over and over again, all the people we feel those deep innate connections with, like our soulmates and our twin flames, and all of those things. But to be able to understand and investigate into your own Akasha, to be able to go back to things that have happened in the past, to change them, it's like time travel. You change that little detail and the cascade of events that go forward from changing that detail. When you heal a record in your Akasha and you cascade those events forward, even from another life, changes aspects of this life, because the energy tracks and we have that cellular memory in our DNA, and those things track forward. And I will tell you, by healing something in my own Akashic records from a past life, I relieved a back pain that was being attributed to a hook that an energy vampire had in me in this life because of an experience the two of us shared in a past life. And when I healed that and shifted what happened in that past life or in that alternate life, it tracked forward, and I have never had that pain in my back again. Never. Not since. Never. And he has been removed from my life, and there is no, connection. I'm back. It's an amazing, amazing thing that you can do when you are working in your own Akashic records. And it says your guidance is divinely guided. That's everything we've been talking about today. Is trusting the universe that our guidance is so divinely guided. It is absolutely so divinely guided. So I am so just overjoyed anytime that I get to share channeled information with you and just let things fall out of my mouth that they have given to me that you all need to hear. Hello, Tracy, my darling. To open my mouth and allow this channeled information to come forward for you, and then to be able to pull our cards and to have that be so backed up by the cards, and to show you that the universe is listening. The universe is not just paying attention, but orchestrating things for our highest and best good every single day. And so we go back, and so we have Nyx, who is telling us it is okay not to know everything right now. It is okay. And the people we have, control freaks and stuff, and okay, I want to know how it ends, right? But we're going to trust the GPS of the universe. We're going to trust all this crazy ass shit that's going on. We're going to know that it's going to be okay, because it's okay not to know how the story ends, because Yi is on it. Yi is on it. She has got the rays of the sun, and those of us who are connected to the light, we are shining our light. We are making a difference in this world. We are bringing the light to other people, and we are really shifting what is going on out there. And she is guiding us to make the best decisions. She's guiding us to pay attention to what's going on with those retrogrades, so that all the things that the universe is trying to shift for you in the retrogrades, that people, that their planets are saying, hey, pay attention. Pay attention, because all of these are trying to shift you for your highest and best good, I promise you. And so we have that confirmation from the ever unfolding rose, knowing that everything is okay, even when it seems like it's not. Everything is okay, and that things are working out and unfolding in the universe, in the larger picture, the way that they need to. Okay, and that we have to say yes. Say yes, trust the universe, trust the universe. I cannot say that enough times. Trust the universe, even when it is such a crappy situation. A woman I know, like I said, her brother succumbed to COVID this week, and it was very fast going downhill. And it is so hard to look at that situation and say, how in the hell do I trust that? How in the hell is that for my highest and best good? And it maybe is not necessarily for your highest and best good, but it's for our highest and best good. And I want to reiterate that everything that is happening right now on our planet, and it seems like we are just going down in flames. I get it, but we're not. We are being hard, and we are being molded like glass. molded. Like if you've ever seen Glass Blowers, it's amazing. Check out on Netflix. I think the show only had one season. They did sort of this like Project Runway thing with glass blowers. It was amazing. And I think, like I said, only one season. Hi, Tammy. But it was incredible because they took this lump of glass and they heated it and they molded it and they turned it and they twisted it. And sometimes they broke it and shattered it and had to scoop it back up and try again. And they molded it and heated it and just turned it. And in the end, there were these just amazing, exquisite pieces of art. And that's where we are. That is truly where we are. So when I say to you, trust the universe, say yes, trust the universe. Because we are the glass. We are being molded and twisted and turned and contorted and heated and banged on and all these different things. But we are absolutely exquisite works of art, and we will come out that way in the end. Okay? And so we have our Akashic records, our guides, who are giving us all of that guidance if we're willing to listen, to listen, to listen, to listen. Well, hear, because we don't hear from our ears, we hear from our temporal ears, our spiritual ears, and we see with our spiritual eyes and our crown chakra and our heart. The heart has so much intelligence from the heart, okay? So trusting the Akasha, and if there's things that you need to heal and things that need to be fixed and mended in your Akashic records, that is possible. We go back into the Akashic records, we do an Akashic records investigation, we heal things, we shift things, and the cascade effect as those things track forward in time is amazing. So there's so much that we have control over, and there's so many places for us to trust in all places, trust the universe, trust the universe, trust. I cannot say it enough. Trust the universe. So Wednesday night, come meditate with me at 7 o'clock right here. And then on Thursday night, we have our Empathic Understanding and Empowering webinar. That is a Zoom link that is a paid ticket. I would love to have you join us. It is going to be such an amazing workshop. I am so excited about this, to be able to teach you how to identify how information comes into you, what kind of an empath you might be, and tools, real tangible tools to help protect you so that you can move forward in your world without considering and being an empath as a burden, but learning to see it as a gift and a strength and a skill that you can be in control of to be able to live your life free. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. I am so honored every day when you come and spend some time with me, and I hope that this is a blessing to you. I hope this helps you stay in the light. I hope it helps you raise your vibration to keep others in the light. And as we cavitate off of each other, we continue to spread the light, spread the light, spread the light. There is going to be a shift, and it will get better. I love you. I appreciate you. Stay in the light. Mwah. I can't wait to see you on Wednesday night for our meditation, and hopefully Thursday night for our class. And then on Saturday night, August 1st, with Elias Patras over on Psychic Medium Squares, talking about the ins and outs of being a psychic. Mwah. Stay safe.